Everyone, thanks for tuning into today's video. Well, we're going to do a quick update running through some of the charts, looking at the coming weather. We've got some really warm weather, as I've been highlighting in the last few days. Been talking about it. Got really warm weather coming up. High pressure very much going to be in the ascendancy. For as far as the eye can see, really, there's no sign of an end to the high pressure at the moment. It really does look set there, at least until the middle of July. And then we'll have to see what happens after that. But certainly for the next week to 10 days, you are looking at a lot of very dry and settled and very warm weather coming up. Now, before I get on with the video, I just want to talk about the advertising. There's green keyword ads on the web pages at GazMobiles.com. If you roll your cursor over those green keywords, they'll display ads. If you click through the words, if you click through the ad, you go to the advertiser's website. And by doing that, you're supporting GazMobiles.com. Thanks very much for doing it. So I thought we'd just start off with the Central England temperature to show what's happened through 2013 up to this point. And it's been a very, very cold year, as I'm sure you're well aware. Every month so far this year has returned a below average anomaly for that month. So for instance, we have January with an anomaly of 0.3 degrees below average, February 0.6, March, the extraordinarily cold March, coming in at 3 degrees below the 61 to 90 Central England temperature average. Really cold month that was. April 0.4 below, May 0.8 below, and then the last month, June, coming out at 13.6, which is 0.6 of a degree below average. So it's been a really cold start to 2013, or first half to 2013. And July so far has been below average as well, coming out at 0.7 below average up to the 3rd of July. So only 3 days in, but that's a little bit surprising. Has been 0.7 of a degree below where it should be at this time of the year at 14.8. But I think July is going to butt the trend with this. I think it's very likely that July is going to return our first above average anomaly of the year of 2013. And the big question is going to be how much above average this anomaly is going to be, because with high pressure stuck over the country at least for a week, maybe 10 days or more, very warm temperatures, I think we're going to see the temperatures shooting up. And it could well be that July ends up returning an above average anomaly in style, not just coming out a little bit above average. It could come out a couple of degrees above average on the face of what the charts are showing this morning. So let's start off with the temperature anomalies for the next week. I said I'd be keeping an eye on this, I said, but I thought that these temperature anomalies would be going pink and red this week, and indeed, finally, they have. We haven't seen this much in 2013, but yes, there we are. We have got an above average anomaly for the week from Thursday the 4th of July to Thursday the 11th of July. The anomaly is actually not that much above average, 0 to 2 degrees above average, but I think as we get through the week, we're going to find that and into the weekend, we're going to find this anomaly going further and deeper into the red colours. And yes, I think we're looking at a really warm week coming up. But finally, those temperature anomalies which have been stuck around blue for so many months have finally gone red. Notice how warm it is across much of Europe as well. Only Central Europe looking a little bit cooler, but many parts of Europe are in for some very warm weather, particularly down across Spain and Portugal. Very hot down there. Not surprised because the Azores highs coming in. Now, if you have a look at the GFS temperature ensembles for the upper atmosphere, but they're useful for the surface just to show that we're going to be above average, or above average at the moment. We're going to stay above average really now for the next week, 2 weeks perhaps. Some really warm members of the ensemble mixed in there. Perhaps even more strikingly is the precipitation, because where are the precipitation spots? It's virtually dry throughout the whole of this ensemble chart until the 13th or 14th of July. And even then, once we get through towards the 13th and 14th, we're starting to just see a few rainfall spikes coming through, but nothing really that suggests there's any particularly wet weather on the way throughout the next 2 weeks. It really does look very, very dry, that ensemble. The 500 millibar height anomalies, just showing that both the ECMWF, which is on the left, and the GFS, which is on the right, they've both got large areas of orange and red sitting right over top of the British Isles for 8 to 10 days time. That's taking us to around the 14th of July. Those orange and red colours are indicating temperature at 500 millibars, 18,000 feet. That's where weather is going on, and they're really telling us that we've got a large and extensive area of high pressure sitting right over the British Isles. So both models are in agreement that we're in for a big area of high pressure to set up right over the top of the country in the coming few days, and lasting that high pressure to the 8 to 10 day period. So for generic charts, first of all the GFS model, and we've got high pressure sitting there right over the top of the country on Saturday 7th of July. Really is looking like a proper barbecue weekend this weekend. It will be one to get the barbecue sizzling. 1035 millibars area of high pressure sitting right over the top of the British Isles on the 8th of July, Monday the 8th. Will be very warm. Temperature could well be pushing up to 30 degrees, that's 86 Fahrenheit. Wouldn't be surprised if some of the city areas go a little bit higher than that, to be honest. Say London, Birmingham, we might see the temperatures getting up to 31 at the outside, 32 getting on to 90 Fahrenheit at some point next week. High pressure still sits there over the country Tuesday the 9th of July, and then on into Wednesday the 10th. It's spot the difference. Thursday the 11th, high pressure is sitting right over top of the country Friday the 12th, and we end up at the 10 day period, which is Sunday the 14th of July, still with that high pressure sitting there over the country. Pressure is starting to rise a bit to the north. That could just be the signs of a change for the second half of the month, but really for the foreseeable future, which is the next week to 10 days, high pressure very much in the ascendancy. The ECMWF, it's all repeat performance, really high pressure sitting there over the country on Sunday the 7th, moving through to Monday the 8th, high pressure there, high pressure over the country Tuesday the 9th to Wednesday the 10th, high pressure dominating. Thursday the 11th, the high pressure is still there, and into the 12th as well, Friday the 12th. All of next week is going to be dominated by high pressure. And then as we get out towards the 10 day period, Sunday the 14th, high pressure still very much in control. Now those temperatures may start to edge down a little bit later next week as that high pressure comes ever so slightly centred more towards the west. It might just pull somewhat cooler air down into the east. But really the weather's set there and very warm for the foreseeable. And then finally just for GM, the Canadian model, it's all the same. High pressures over the country over the weekend. It's varying to next week as well. Through next week, the high pressure is dominating throughout the week, keeping it very warm and largely dry with good sunny spells, possibly hot as well in some places, particularly at the first part of the week. And out to the 10 day period, as far as the model goes, Sunday the 14th, the high pressure is right over the top of the country. So that really is looking like I'm going to be left with trying to work out exactly what I'm going to talk about through the next few days, because high pressure is just going to sit over the country as far as the eye can see, certainly into the week to 10 day period. The high pressure is very much dominated weather. I'm going to have to look for the breakdown to give me something to talk about, but so far I'm not really seeing much sign of it, but eventually there will be one, of course, and it'll be a case of trying to pick up on it when it happens. But really, as I say, the high pressure is dominating. Going to have a prolonged spell of very warm, if not hot weather, glorious sunshine, almost universally dry for the next week or two as well. And that's how it's looking. Enjoy it. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.